Good day, this is Sentient Raft, and today we have the second part of the mod review for kekesi. This time unironically good,
although
not without flaws. For some unclear reason I was researching several abnormalities at once, so the review might seem a bit crumpled. Also, I will try not to go into too many details to keep some interest for you. However, I will insert all descriptions for a second or two, so that those who didn't plan to play can satisfy their curiosity. The first 3 monsters are adaptations of library creatures. 2 distortions and 1 abnormality. Unfortunately, I can't say objectively how well they are adapted, because I haven't finished the library. So, Osma. A very interesting breaching gimmick with unique suppression. It's just a little short of creating an event around it, but I really like the idea. I completely forgot to test the weapon. Twice. The abnormality itself is pretty cool. Working with it isn't too annoying, although I would call the chance quite low. I like that one of the works is pure bait, like the woodsman. Also, it's genuinely very hard to notice the effect. Question mark is too dark to spot, but that's probably my problem. No armor is presented sadly. But there is also a protection against soft lock, which is good. Overall, it's quite harmless in a full facility of elves, and by WoW standards, closer to simpler and less annoying ones.
I have 2 sides.
힘들었어요? 지쳤어요? 쉬고 싶어요? 배고파요? 나가고 싶어요?
고통밖에 없습니다. 그것 말고는 아무것도 바라지 않습니다. 고통은 내게 충실했고.
The Pianist, the deadliest and most infamous distortion that made funny guy Leland into a boohoo wife dead man. For this title, abnormality is kinda weak in the damage department. It's designed as the elf have elf weapon, but kinda have WoW gimmick. It makes you play the game around default game mechanic you could almost ignore sometimes normally. You must work on Cliff's overload or suppress him. I have a bit of a problem with his escape though. It mutes all surrounding sound without providing anything instead. Leland OST would be nice to add, an instrumental version at least. I added it on the edit because it feels like it should be in. As an abno as a whole, didn't manage to find any cons besides OST. My target dynamic completely refuses to work, and I don't know why. I've tried everything already. Tried summoning it through work with Sin as well. If anyone knows the reason, please tell me in the comments. The Crying Children. The niche is the dead cleric tracking until the mid-game with Monk, Mountain of Smiling Bodies, and so on. Perhaps the weakest abnormality among the 3, but only because I caught it on a bug. 2 bugs actually. Plus, the second gimmick is completely wasted when using Repression War, which I don't particularly appreciate, because it's an objective reason to ignore a really cool idea. It looks very good, and so do Small Angels. The Ego. It looks great even with a gift, but a sword is clearly overlaid on mimicry animations. Also, this mod is a tech demo of kekesi's debuff library that will help use it more efficiently for your own mods. In conclusion, it would be nice to fix some bugs, but its place and balance in the game are quite well done. Tally counter. I have huge problems with it, mainly because I simply couldn't test it properly due to my skill issue. I couldn't trigger camera overloading or even lower the glyphos counter with commands. Never mind, after some struggle, I tested it on a completely clean save file. Still skill issue, I didn't give any correct answers, but everything still works fine. The abnormality looks pretty good, judging by comments works too. But my biggest problem is that there is no trigger for the abnormality unless it gets overload. Yes, here, but still, I'd like to use it because the gimmick is pretty nice and interesting at any stage of the game. So, that's all for now. We will return to Kekesi once he finishes the mod he mentioned in my comments. I still don't understand how he got here, with my 100 subscribers and nearly 1000 views on another video. But next time I'll change to another modder, because I really want to include remakes of Ego mods into this review mod pack. See you soon, don't forget about me and criticize in the comments more.